Hello, my name is Daniel Webb, and today I will be talking about the Second Great Awakening and how it came up and its effects on the United States. I'll talk a little bit about this. So, during the first half of the 19th century, a huge movement swept through the United States of America called the Second Great Awakening, similar to the first that was started by the Protestants. This movement started in the south of the states and swept its way up to the north. As immigration increased, so did the patronage of religion in America. Catholic churches and Jewish synagogues multiplied, and other congregations and meetings flourished. On top of the strengthening of these existing religions, many others were founded during this period. Methodist and Baptist churches experienced a great increase in leadership or membership, as well as another church called the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This movement began with the concern of the rising tide of sin. There began to be an increase in sexual behavior and in scandal, as well as other immoral behaviors when city life and the middle class began to flourish. Young Americans, both single and married, flocked to the cities in interest of the nightlife that had developed. The nation's immigrants and minorities, like African Americans, also flocked to these cities in hopes of opportunity. The increased diversity in these cities polarized racial and ethnic divisions even more. These groups of Jewish, Irish, German, and British immigrants faced lots of discrimination and mistreatment. They were uh, they faced lots of stereotypes and racial slurs. They and African Americans were placed at the bottom of the social hierarchy. This tension often led to violence. These immoralities, both of violence and sexuality, were often publicized and widespread, which aided in the concern of the rise in sin, leading many to worry about their own salvation and spiritual well-being. Religious leaders began to develop techniques and rhetoric to aid in their cause of righteousness. One technique was the use of camp meetings. Large groups would meet in the outdoors to hear sermons and gather in worship. And I think that's pretty effective because what kind of person wouldn't see a huge group and wonder what's going on and stop and listen? The focus of many of these groups during this time was personal conversion, which was a central concept of the Second Great Awakening's revivalism. The movement sparked greater value in morals and religious theology. Such morals highlighted the issues of substance use, like alcoholism, and other issues like racism. It also motivated the construction of more seminaries, proselyting missions, and religious structures. Although many churches did not accept African Americans, some accepted them and even voiced anti slavery views. Uh, this also allowed many African Americans to start their own religious communities and a safe place to congregate with those of their faith. This was the biggest movement of religion since the first one that had sparked the colonization of America and ultimately the Revolutionary War, as colonists had left Europe and Great Britain in search for more freedoms and privileges away from the monarchy. And so this movement was really just America exploring their newfound rights and privileges in religion and discovering the opportunities that they had had gained. And that's all I have on the Second Great Awakening. Thank you.